I have the front and the back side of the shirt placed together. The width I have here is roughly 17.5. I'm marking a line for my starting point. I placed the back side of the shirt on 3.5 inches of the front side. 3.5 inches is for the button allowance. From the center back, I'll be taking 8 inches for shoulder. Go down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. 8.5 inches for armhole. Two 2.5 inches for neck width, 3 inches for neck depth for the front, one inch for neck depth of the back. Bust is 40 inches divided by 4, which is 10. So 10 plus 2.5 allowance, which is 12.5. I will take shoulder to waist. Waist is 9 inches but plus 2.5 allowance. Hip is 10.5 plus 2.5 allowance. So I'm doing this, I'm blending the line in order not to have a sharp curve. Go up here by 2 inches and connect back to the shirt line. Going by 0.5. This effect is just for the front side of the shirt. I will replace all the lines. Mark 3.5 inches for bottom allowance and give a notch. I would pick the right side of the shirt. Pick it this way, flip it over, then you flip in the edges and top stitch. For the left hand side of the shirt, you don't really need to do much. You just have to fold in the first part, then you fold in again. And top stitch. I will be taking the neck circumference of the shirt. I have 18.7. So I've already cut out the collar stand and the collar. So on the collar stand, I added 0.5 inches all round for sewing. So while on the collar, I reduced it by 1 inch by each side. If you don't know how to do this, please check my description box to learn how to cut and place a collar. So right now I will be sewing on the collar by 0.5 inch. I've sewn the collar and turned it. So now this is the collar stand. I've notched both the collar and the collar stand, and I'm placing them together on the notched part. I'll go to my machine and sew by 0.5 inches. This is what it should look like after sewing it. Right now I'll be placing it on the shirt. First of all, I will have to notch the center of the shirt by placing it this way. I have to cut out the excess I added around the button allowance. After sewing it the other way, you give a notch, then you still have to flip it over this way by tucking in 0.5 each in and top stitch. You can pin down if you want, you can as well sew directly. I've already cut out the sleeve, and if you don't really know how to cut a sleeve for a shirt, please kindly check the description box. The sleeve length is 22 inches and I have a band. So on this band I'll be ironing a stay on it. Open the sleeve up, place them front to front. Now mark out 0.5 for sewing. From that line I'll be marking 3.5. Then go up by 2 inches. Next thing I will do is to bias it. This is the sleeve band and I have 2 pieces. I've already added stay on each. I'll be taking 3 inches for the width. Marking the starting point. So from that starting point I'll be taking 11 inches. After flipping it over, I'll go to the machine and close the edges by 0.5 inches. Flip the shirt and sew on the 0.5 inches as well. So I'm done doing that. It's time to fix the band. So from where I biased, I will place it this way while pleating the shirt to fit in. This opening side, I'll be placing it at the back side of this shirt. This is the front and this is the back, and I'll make sure that that opening side will be facing the back side of the shirt, while the closed part will be on the front side. Pin it this way. So next thing to do now is to sew on 0.5 inch down to this side, but I would like to add a design, so I'll be stopping at the waistline. If you don't know how to do it, it's on my description box and it's still on that particular shirt, the link. Try watch it and I hope you enjoy it.